I think over time, his behavior worsened. In the beginning, I think he was really trying to do well in school academically and to do well all around, but it did progressively, got worse over time.
A middle school counselor taking the witness stand today in the sentencing trial of the Parkland school shooter. Defense attorneys continue to argue that Nikolas Cruz does not deserve the death penalty. CBS 4's Joan Murray joins us live from Fort Lauderdale with more on what was said in court. Joan?
And Elliot, defense attorneys continue to try to paint a sympathetic portrait of the shooter, talking about what led up to that horrible act in 2018. How did this child with the broad smile become a mass shooter? The face we now know as one destroying 17 lives at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in 2018.
You had to be a moron not to know. So he was very hyperactive. He couldn't sit for 2 seconds.
Family friend Finney Broward said she did not know a pediatrician had diagnosed the shooter with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder early on. She said he had loving adoptive parents, grew up in a large Parkland home, but acknowledged he became more aggressive as he entered elementary school.
Didn't you say he kicked and bit and spit?
Later on, yes. After Roger died. Roger would never have tolerated that type of behavior.
I do not wish to be here. I've been served a subpoena.
Former school counselor Jessica Clark-Florino said she met with the shooter once a week while he was in middle school.
He struggled academically. He had academic challenges. He was very insecure in his abilities, so he definitely struggled.
Okay, what about his behavior?
I think over time, his behavior worsened.
Questioned by prosecutors, she acknowledged the shooter did have a choice in how he behaved and may have deliberately misbehaved to be transferred out of middle school into a school for special education.
Nick drew naked stick figures showing body parts and drew pictures of people shooting each other with guns. Nikolas became fixated on death and assassination of Abraham Lincoln. Some questions he asked were, what did it sound like when Lincoln was shot? Did it go pop, pop, pop really fast? Was there blood everywhere? After the war, what did they do with all of the bodies? Did people eat them?
Remember, it only takes one vote on the part of a juror to vote for life imprisonment over death, and that is what the defense is hoping. Now, late in the day, a pharmacologist testified that the shooter's biological mother took cocaine while she was pregnant, also testifying that the shooter was on psychotropic drugs and off them before the shooting happened, and that he is currently taking psychotropic medication. The case will continue in the afternoon tomorrow. Reporting live in downtown Fort Lauderdale, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.